Hello guys, Adam with you here. This is Flash vs. Jaedong Game 3. If you haven't seen the first two, go watch those first. Alright, sorry it took a couple days for me to get this out. I was quite busy and then sick for a couple days. Anyway, here it is now. So we have Flash here as the yellow Terran in the top left corner. And then Jaedong seemed to be in the bottom right corner. The map is Odd Eye. And Jaedong's the brown Zerg here. So here we have Game 3. We're going to see this underway. I don't know why it's showing first-person cam of Jaedong already. Nothing's really going on here except for microing of just the drones here. So anyway, we're going to see how this game goes. Hopefully it turns out to be another epic game for the epic series, Flash vs. Jaedong. So yeah, we're going to see how this goes. Jaedong's Overlord just slowly making his way over to Flash's base for the scout. Flash now sending out his SCV scout, or maybe to build something, but no, it looks like he's going to be scouting. Oh no, it is building, my bad. Supply depot. Yeah, I was going to say that seemed a little bit early for Terran to be scouting, but that's not what it's doing, so it's nothing early, no cheese or anything like that, which is good again. So we just have typical build so far by both players, that's what it seems like. Nothing out of the ordinary. Gonna see what's going on here. Throwing down the barracks now. Typical timing, expect him to get gas soon. And Jaedong opting to go for the hatchery, it seems, before even getting the spawning pool. A little bit risky, but not really. I'm sure he knows the timings in his head, and I'm sure he knows how fast Flash will have an army up and running, especially if he does go Marine Medic. By the time he gets the gas and the Academy and then the medics, it should be enough time definitely for Jaedong to get that spawning pool down. If Flash scouts this, he might decide to put early pressure with just Marines, but we'll see what happens. He seems to have a regular late scout, nothing early, so doesn't seem like he's going to be able to react fast enough. Anyway, and he's just setting up for an expansion himself. You can see Flash is kind of walling in there at his natural already. So he's going to probably throw down a command center very shortly. And it looks like that SCV is just waiting there for the minerals actually. So it looks like that's what he's going to do. So it'll be even in the end. It doesn't matter that Jaedong got that hatchery first. The hatchery might come up first, so I guess technically he could be off to a better start economically, but in the long run, I don't think it's going to make a difference with the Terran player. So yeah, here's the command center, and there's the scout, so he sees the hatchery. And now it looks like the spawning pool is also down for Jaedong. That's been down for a while, almost complete now. So typical build so far by both players. Gas now. Flash just looking around, not really doing much here. Nothing really happening just yet. Too exciting. So opting to get the engineering bay first. That's interesting. Maybe for stim packs or range. I'm not too sure why. I would assume the Academy would come first. I don't really know Terran build orders that well. I'm a Protoss player myself. But normally I tend to see the engineering bay come right before mutas. Just for the turrets, really. Not this early usually. So I don't know. Maybe it's normal. Maybe it's not. But I just thought I'd point that out anyway. So yeah, it does look like Flash is trying to make that push with the early Marine, and he's going to lose the SCV. Poor micro by Flash, or I don't know if it got stuck and if Jaedong trapped it there. And it looks, oh, and he loses the Marine too. Horrible micro by Flash, that I must say. He could have easily microed that Marine around for a lot longer. And now Jaedong going straight into layer attack here, so Flash needs to make something happen quite soon, or there's going to be mutas bearing down on him. And there's the Academy. Okay, so and the engineering bay was blinking, so he is getting just upgrades. We're going to see what's going to happen here. What Jaedong's going to do with this? He thwarted that early pressure really easily. Didn't lose anything at all. Killed a Marine and an SCV, so that sets Flash back another 100 minerals. We'll see if that pays off in the end, if it makes a difference in the long run, or if it's just minor exchange there and nothing's gonna come of it. So we'll see here what's going down. Nothing really exciting just yet here. Okay, we're going to see what this is going to make. And it's going to be the Spire, so it is going to be Mutalisks. There's not going to be Lurkers or anything like that. It's interesting, Jaedong's opted to go Mutalisks every game so far, it seems. So I think he's been practicing for this Muta pressure. And he's just sticking to what he knows best, what he's practiced best, and what worked for him game 1. And here's the Comsat station. Not going to be needed for Lurkers, but it's always good for scouting. And there's the Scout, so he's going to see the... he's probably going to see the Spire there, and he's going to see the layer text complete. He's just seeing what's going on. Didn't really see much of Jaedong's army, although Jaedong doesn't really have an army. A few Zerglings by the looks of it. Maybe we'll see. It looks like Jaedong's scouting all over the map, looking for other expansions perhaps. And Flash is making a push out here, typical push. First set of Marines and 2 medics. This is quite common, so we're going to see what's happening here. Jaedong's expanding in the top right corner. Very interesting that it's not taking the next natural expansions next to his natural. But it seems Flash does not know about that top right corner, so that's perhaps why he did it, to hide it from Flash. It seems like that's going to work. If Flash doesn't spot that very soon, it's going to be all over. But the Marines are backing up. It looks like they might have spotted it. I'm not sure. Maybe he scanned there. He had a feeling. He's got the map hacks going on. Who knows? And he's throwing down some turrets now. Maybe he saw some Mutalisks. Maybe he's frightened. And an excellent surround by Jaedong here on Flash's army. Look at that. All of those Marines completely melted away by just a few Zerglings. Not even losing too many of the Zerglings. Definitely Flash lost that assault. And now medics just regrouping here, healing up the Marines that made it out of there. Only 3 made it out of that group. I'm not sure how many was in the original group. Looked maybe about 10 or so. So he lost 7 more Marines. Just a few Zerglings died. So definitely Jaedong is still ahead economically. And if he gets that 3rd base in the top right corner up and running, then he's definitely going to be way ahead. And it looks like Jaedong's even going to expand again in the bottom left here, going for a double expand almost. Just really trying to out-macro Flash, who's known for his excellent macro. So that's kind of like a challenge there. I'm going to show you who can macro faster and get a bigger army. Jaedong saying to Flash in his mind. And then the mutas are out now. We're going to see if Flash... Yeah, he has set up enough turrets here. It should be enough to thwart that away. There's only 6 mutas. And so they shouldn't be able to do too much damage here. And okay, it looks like there's a little bit more than 6 now. He's just kind of gathering them up, clumping them in a ball, going to send them in all at once. But still, Flash should be able to hold this off. And yeah, he is right here. His army is big enough to do it. Looks like Jaedong got a few Marine kills there, but I think he might have lost a Mutalisk or 2, so it was probably an even exchange in the end right there. And Jaedong setting up some creep colonies, some Sunkens here in the top right corner. It must have been scouted, maybe by a scan. Jaedong must have caught that, and he's setting up for defense, or maybe he's just playing really defensively, playing really smart. But yeah, it does look like Flash saw that. Flash is now moving out, sending his whole army up there. 3 Sunkens and that group of Mutas and that Lings might be enough to hold it off. We'll have to see what happens here. So it looks like the Marines are moving in here. Army kind of separated, which isn't good with those Mutalisks around. Stimming up, the medics healing everything. And now Jaedong looking to counter by the looks of it instead. So Flash is going to move in here and take this. Jaedong maybe thinks he can exchange bases. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Flash has another army macroed up here and enough turrets to hold off any attack at his natural. And anyway, so it seems like he's going to probably take this top right expansion here of Jaedong's. He's taken out all the sunken colonies now. He's just got to burn down that hatchery before these Lings and Mutas get here. Is he going to be able to do it in time? We're not going to know. He's microing his units really well, trying to keep them blocked off by that medic wall. Excellent strategy there. The Zerglings automatically try and go for the Marines, so the medics are just blocking everything while healing the couple Marines that are getting hit. And oh wow, look at that. Jaedong flew the Mutalisks around the back and killed all those Marines. So that thwarting that attack, excellent defense by Jaedong. If that had been anybody else, they probably wouldn't have been able to defend that successfully. And that was just to show you how skilled Jaedong is there in his Zerg play. And already with the Hive Tech and Ultra Den down, super fast tech here. I guess he's going to have the beast economy because he's got 3 bases. now, and Flash better make something happen soon, otherwise these Ultralisks are going to kick in and maybe Defilers with Dark Swarm, and then it's going to be big trouble for Flash. You can see the look in Flash's face. He's not too happy there about losing that battle in the top right corner. But look at that, taking out every Mutalisk, every